4 most unbelievable accidents that actually happened. Accidents happen all over the world in many ways, and there's a fat chance that it won't end up well for those who are concerned. We often hear about these series of unfortunate events on an everyday basis, in the paper, on the radio, on TV, and over the internet. They've become so ubiquitous that in the long run, we've slowly grown accustomed to its grotesque nature. However, there are times when strange accidents occur, so strange that we can't help but wonder if it really happens in real life, and not just some tricks being played for entertainment purposes. In this video, we'll take a look at 4 of the most unbelievable accidents which, sad to say, had actually happened in history. Number 4. Hans Steininger and his long beard. Sporting long beards is a common fashion trend among men nowadays. It's an ultimate style accessory that everyone wants to have. Just ask your preteen brother and he'll answer you in a croaked voice that, yes, he wants one. But just like other things in life, there are risks involved in cultivating beards, especially if you want it at a length deemed impractical and even hazardous. Just listen to the story of Hans Steininger, the man who has the longest recorded beard in history. It was in the 1500s, in Braunau am Inn, Austria, where Steininger enjoyed the attention of everyone for his absurdly long beard. He would keep his growth rolled up in a pouch to get it out of the way when he was doing his daily tasks. But one fateful day, he forgot to tuck it in. While he was fleeing from a house fire, Steininger accidentally stepped on his beard and stumbled towards the floor. His neck snapped from the fall and it instantly killed him. Steininger's 447-year-old record holder facial hair is now kept on display in a museum in his hometown. Number 3. Napoleon Bonaparte and his coughing fit. At the height of his conquest to expand his French Empire in 1799, the great commander of the Grande Armée was suffering from a bad cough. Maybe it's the weather or the pungent smell of gunpowder, no one knows, but rumor has it that during a coughing fit the emperor accidentally ordered the execution of more than 1,000 prisoners of war. What happened was that Napoleon actually ordered 1,200 Turkish prisoners to be set free. His commanding officers were at his side, waiting for further command, when the French conqueror was seized by a coughing fit. He complained and talked about it with his people, uttering the words, "Ma sacré tu," which roughly means, "my confounded cough." His men allegedly misheard his statement and thought he said, "Mon sacrés tu," or massacre them all. The fire order was quickly picked up and was disseminated through the ranks. As you can imagine, a massacre ensued and thousands of humans lost their lives. The veracity of this strange incident has yet to be proven, but if it does, then it would certainly be one of the most horrifying accidents to ever happen in the history of mankind. Number 2. The opening of the gates of hell. This entry is more of a disaster, but an accident nonetheless. In the desert plains of Karakum, in the northern part of Turkmenistan, can be found what is believed to be the gates of hell, and what opened it up was man's search for an unending supply of fuel. The Darvaza gas crater, which has a span of over 226 feet and a depth of 100 feet, was a natural gas field discovered by the Soviet scientists in 1971. The project was quickly abandoned when the area caved in, becoming what is now an underground cavern. We don't know exactly what came into their minds, but the people behind the gas exploration decided to set the crater on fire, thinking that it could prevent the spread of methane gas that is now leaking through the hole. The flame is said to be still raging since that day that they set the fire. The Turkmenistan government has been working on several measures to at least limit the expansion of the flames while preventing more gas leak on the area and into the atmosphere. They also hoped to close up the hole in its entirety. Number 1. King Charles and his throng of burning men. King Charles VI of France, who was known among his people as the Mad, certainly had some weird party ideas that almost ended his life, but unfortunately spelled an untimely demise for his companions. On January of 1393, the king hosted a ball in honor of Queen Isabeau's maid of honor. Charles thought it would be fun to have him and his friends disguise themselves and join the party as savages. To pull off the trick, they decided to cover their bodies with pitch and feathers. Back then, pitch was used as fuel to light up torches and lanterns, highly flammable. And so the king and his cohorts entered the hall chained together. What happened next was utter horror. In order to take a better look on the party crashers, a man approached the group with a torch. The men instantly caught up in flames. If not for one Jeanne de Boulogne, who rushed to throw her clothing garments on the already blazing king, Charles VI could have perished in no time. Some of the king's men managed to save themselves, but 2 of their friends didn't make it out alive that night. A couple others died days after the incident due to the incurred injuries. Now that's one hell of a party to remember. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.